its way. In there for strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to lead the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Stepping up now, Austin Meadows. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For Toronto,
he's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Meadows sprinting after it. Another full count pitch home. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's hitless in 6 tries. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth. No left fielder.
In now, number 13. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. And a ball 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that. Striding into the box, Hunter Renfroe. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's gone 3 for 11. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
There's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. At the plate, Nate Lowe. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Nate Lowe.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Look out as this bat shatters on impact, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2. 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Yandy Diaz. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now another 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Here's Randall Grichuk. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's only 2 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball high and inside.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A ball and a strike. Grichuk on at first, nobody out. Two and one. Two and two.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 2-2. Line drive, base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting seventh, the first baseman.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Foul tip held on to behind the plate. It's strike two. First and second here with nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. One out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And it's a called strike to even the count at one. The 1-2 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-2. Struck him out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Bottom of the second here with no score. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
The batter, number 11.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
The set and the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind at 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Heading out towards shallow right. Meadows will reach out with one hand. Coming to the plate now, number 25. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
3-1. Here it is on 3-1. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. So coming to the plate, Brandon Lowe, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Back up the middle. Bichette ranging up the middle. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Here now is Mike Zunino. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Jonathan Davis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. There's a shot out to right center field. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Davis leads off second with nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. So one away in the Toronto third. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Meadows going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but it's off his glove. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's the first pitch to him, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Biggio, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Biggio is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Strike two as the fastball is let go. Travis over at second. Tellez at first. 2 out in the inning. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And from the seat of his pants, he gets the force at second. Back to the top of the order now, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit.
Well, they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
2-2.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Gurriel moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Striding in once again, Daniel Robertson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Guerrero is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Standing in, Austin Meadows, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Count still full. 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. Fouled off. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. At the plate, Danny Jansen. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in for the Jays, Bo Bichette. He flew out in his last at First pitch coming. Here it is. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
First pitch on its way. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Popped up. Lowe has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting.
Into the box,
27.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. One left. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Nate.
In now, Nate Lowe. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Ryu looks in. Here it is on 0-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The third baseman, number 2.
Coming to the plate now, Yandy Diaz looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit. The bat could have made all the difference.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. A bouncer up the middle. Bichette fields it cleanly. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Rays get one back here thanks to the solo. Ready for another chance. Number 13. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The left fielder, Lourdes.
Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
3-1 to him now. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off-speed, and got hurt.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. The relay. Throw won't get him.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Billy McKinney will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now, and still nobody out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. He pulls this one into right. And he will make the difficult catch out there, as the runner will tag, but that could have been much worse. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Now batting.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. First pitch coming, here it is. Line to the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Into the box, Kevin Biggio, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Socrates Brito will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 38, Socrates Brito.
A throw behind the runner at second, just keeping him close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Ready for another shot now.
11.
Bo Bichette. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Bullet back up the middle. Kiermaier will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Socrates Brito will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The 2-0 on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gurriel moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Digging in, Mike Zunino. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
On its way is pitch number 75. Ground ball right side. Brito comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Travis Shaw is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Here comes the first pitch.
Travis Shaw.
And this is low, ball one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the lead off the line.
And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
The shortstop, Daniel Robertson.
Now at the plate, Daniel Robertson. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Kiermaier is off at first with 2 away. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They're down 5-1. Jonathan Davis. He'll get a storm for the Jays in their half of the 6th.
Number 49.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce to first. Low scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting. No left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more. Number 13. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 1-1. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quiet. Digging in to try it again. Austin Meadows. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ryu gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit in the air to right field. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
the left fielder.
One out now in the Tampa Bay seventh, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Shoots this one over to first. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So
Nate.
striding forward now,
Lowe.
Nate Lowe. First pitch coming. Here it is. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Yeah, a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Standing in, Rendell Grichuk. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh.
Rendell Grichuk.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. So one away now in the Toronto seventh, and in to hit next the speedy Billy McKinney.
Well,
1-1. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Kiermaier. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The first baseman,
Next to bat for Toronto, Travis Shaw. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Change up low, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're up 5-1. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone up into the second deck.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Now batting, number 25.
Ken Giles is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 51.
Stepping in now, number 25. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Giles sets, full count pitch on its way. And another foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 8.
Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Mike Zunino. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's 1 for 5. Derek Law comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Number 64.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that misses inside, 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
None out, runners at first and second. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
The center fielder.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Kevin Kiermaier, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Now batting.
Ready now, Daniel Robertson. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. Here comes the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Hit out towards second. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So digging in now, Kevin Biggio. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the eighth.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Fastball well outside. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Biggio rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And it's now 6-3.
Yeah, and this late in the game, 6-3 feels pretty good. It's not locked up yet, but with a 3-run lead, you can feel comfortable handing it over to the back end of your bullpen to finish it off.
First delivery to him on the way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit weakly back to the mound. Robertson for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Jonathan Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock. And in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Davis at second with 2 down. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in standing. 2 out here and a runner at second. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. On the ground to third. Diaz is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Austin Meadows, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Austin Meadows.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Biggio is there. Throw on the first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
6-3 the final score today. Toronto took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Hyunjin Ryu earns win number 4 on the season. Blake Snell was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Derek Law works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Afternoon, 49,282. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.